Whether you're looking to earn Qantas points or Velocity points, both frequent flyer programs has its own pros and cons. But in today's video, I'm going to be focusing on Velocity points and going through and ranking every single Velocity points earning credit card in Australia that you can possibly sign up for. There are over 10 different Velocity credit cards that I found in Australia, so we're going to run through all of them, review them one by one, and then rank them on a tier list. Now, when reviewing these cards, there's 5 categories that I'll be looking at. Firstly, the sign-up bonus of that credit card. So how many points can we earn when we sign up? The annual fee, and then the ongoing earn rate of Velocity points when we use our card for everyday purchases, and card features, so things like lounge passes or complimentary travel insurance. Ranking of these cards will also be done in 4 different categories. The first category will be cards that you should be signing up for immediately. Next, we have cards that you should definitely consider signing up for in the future. Third, we have cards that you should maybe consider signing up for. And then lastly, we have cards that you should outright disregard. So let's get straight into the video, starting off with credit cards offered by Virgin Australia themselves, where we have the Velocity Flyer card and the Velocity High Flyer card. So with the Velocity Flyer card, you'll be able to earn a total of 60,000 Velocity points, where you'll receive 30,000 points for each month that you spend at least $1,500 for the first 2 months. On an ongoing basis, you'll also earn 0.66 Velocity points per dollar that you spend for the first $1,500, and then it drops down to 0.5 points after that. You'll have up to 55 days of interest-free days to pay back all of your purchases. And the annual fee, which is typically $149, is reduced for the first year down to $74. If you've got existing credit cards and want to do a balance transfer, then they also offer a 0% interest rate for 12 months on all balance transfers. In terms of travel perks, you'll receive a $129 annual travel credit to use with Virgin Australia themselves, which essentially offsets the annual fee in the first year and more. The one drawback with this credit card is that it doesn't come with any complimentary travel insurance, but instead comes with transit accident insurance, which essentially covers things like death and any injuries sustained whilst you travel. Moving on to the Velocity High Flyer card, this is essentially the more premium version of the previous card. As a sign-up bonus, you can earn up to 80,000 Velocity points, which is broken up into 40,000 points for each month in the first 2 months when you spend at least $3,500. On an ongoing basis, you'll earn 1 Velocity point per dollar spent up to $8,000 before it drops to 0.5 points. Surprisingly though, this card only comes with up to 44 days worth of interest-free days, and the annual fee is also significantly higher at $329 with not too many added benefits. You have the same balance transfer offer, the same $129 travel credit, and it still doesn't come with complimentary travel insurance. The only difference between the previous card and this one is that this one does come with 2 complimentary entries to Virgin Australia's domestic lounge. Overall, I would much rather have the lower tiered Velocity Flyer card. You don't need to pay anything out of pocket from an annual fee perspective, and you pretty much get the same benefits as the higher tiered version. So I'm ranking the Velocity Flyer card in the highest tier, whilst the Velocity High Flyer card can go in the tier below it. Now, one thing I want to quickly point out is that in this video, I'm not going to be talking about the interest rate on any of these credit cards, because it's always my recommendation that you should be paying off your credit cards in full every single month. That way you're actually not paying any interest at all on your purchases. If you can't pay for your credit card statements in full every single month, then I'd actually recommend not signing up for a credit card. Whilst I love credit cards for the rewards and benefits that I receive, they can be a harmful tool if they're used incorrectly. Now next, when it comes to the big 4 banks, only Westpac actually has a direct earning Velocity credit card, with the Altitude Velocity Platinum card and the Black card. The sign-up bonus for the Platinum card is a total of 80,000 Velocity points, which is broken up into 60,000 points in the first year, once you've spent at least $4,000 in the first 90 days and an extra 20,000 points in the second year. This does mean that you'll have to pay for the annual fee twice, which is usually $175 per year, but in the first year, if you're an existing Westpac customer, they will reduce that down to $49. It also does come with an annual altitude reward program fee of $75, which is essentially a fee to be able to earn velocity points directly. Annually, you'll receive 2 complimentary Economy X voucher upgrades for selected domestic flights, which offer benefits like extra legroom, priority boarding, check-in, and preferred overhead lockers. The value of these vouchers can range from anywhere between $40 to $80, with the value being higher on longer haul domestic flights such as from Melbourne to Perth. And unlike the Virgin Australia credit cards, Westpac credit cards do come with complimentary travel insurance, which is a great pro. Now moving on to the Black Card, this is essentially Westpac's most premium credit card offering. As a sign-up bonus, you'll receive a total of 120,000 velocity points, which is broken up into 90,000 points in the first year once you've spent at least $6,000 in eligible purchases within the first 120 days, and then an extra 30,000 points in the second year when you have refreshed your annual fee. On an ongoing basis, you'll earn 0.75 velocity points at an uncapped earn rate and also have up to 45 days worth of interest-free days. The annual fee for this card is higher at $275, but once again, in the first year, if you're an existing Westpac customer, that will come down to $150. And also note, it still also does have that pesky reward fee as well. Surprisingly, this card doesn't come with the Economy X voucher upgrade, nor does it come with any other travel benefits. It simply comes with complimentary travel insurances, which is also covered in the Platinum card version as well. Overall, with both of these Westpac credit cards, I definitely wouldn't recommend holding it longer than the first year, even though in the second year you do get some additional bonus velocity points. I don't think it's worth paying the annual fee again and then also the reward fee again. Overall, I would rather much just close down the credit card and then sign up for a new credit card instead. I'm going to be placing the Platinum card in the second tier, whilst the Black card unfortunately goes in the third tier. Now, before we move on to the next set of cards, make sure you guys sign up to my free newsletter where I talk about the latest credit card offers and just general topics surrounding money. It's free and you can unsubscribe at any time. Next, let's look at credit cards offered by American Express, where we have the American Express Velocity Platinum card and the Velocity Escape card. The Platinum card has a sign-up bonus of 100,000 velocity points right now after spending just $3,000 in the first 3 months. As this is a more premium travel credit card, it does come with a higher annual fee of $325, but also comes with a wide range of travel benefits that helps offset that fee. Firstly, you'll receive a complimentary domestic return flight between selected Australian cities with Virgin Australia, and you'll also be able to unwind in comfort with 2 complimentary Virgin Australia lounge passes, and then also 2 complimentary American Express Centurion lounge passes. And if you're a frequent flyer with Virgin Australia, you'll also be able to earn up to 100 bonus status credits if you spend more than $50,000 per year with your credit card. So as you can see, there are plenty of benefits to help offset that high annual fee. The return airfare alone could cost upwards of $300 depending on where you're traveling to and from. On an ongoing basis, you'll also earn 1.25 velocity points per dollar that you spend, which, spoiler alert, is the highest earn rate in today's video. And lastly, you'll also have up to 55 days worth of interest-free days. With regards to the Velocity Escape card, whilst this card doesn't come with any sign-up bonuses at all, it is a $0 annual fee credit card. So in my opinion, it's a great beginner credit card for anyone who wants to earn velocity points, but doesn't want to fork out hundreds of dollars in annual fees every year. You'll be earning a pretty respectable earn rate of 0.75 velocity points per dollar that you spend, which is even higher than some of the more premium credit cards that we've discussed on the list today. Unfortunately, being a fee-free credit card, it doesn't come with any extra travel perks. However, it does come with some complimentary insurances that will help you when you make purchases, with this credit card. I'm definitely placing the Platinum card in the highest tier, whilst with the Discovery card, I'll put this down in the third tier. The last two direct velocity points earning credit cards come from BOQ, and that's their BOQ Signature card and Platinum card. Now, both of these cards are niche credit cards because they're exclusively only available to doctors, dentists, and vets, and as well as students or graduates within those particular fields. So unless you work in one of those professions, unfortunately, you won't actually be eligible to sign up for this credit card. Regardless, let's do a quick overview of these two credit cards for those of you who do fall into these professions. With the Signature card, there's a sign-up bonus of 20,000 velocity points after you've used the card 10 times in the first 2 months. You'll earn 1 velocity point on an ongoing basis and also have up to 55 days worth of interest-free days. It also does come with complimentary travel insurance, but has the highest annual fee in today's video of $400. With the Platinum card, unfortunately, there's no sign-up bonus, and on an ongoing basis, you'll earn 0.5 points and also have 55 days worth of interest-free days. Similar to the previous one, it also comes with complimentary travel insurance and also has a lower annual fee of $150. Honestly, even if both of these cards were available to the general public, in comparison to all of the other credit cards that we've talked about today, I would rank all of them higher than these two credit cards. So for that reason, I'm placing both of these cards in the last tier. So that's it in Australia when it comes to direct velocity points earning credit cards. Now, what I mean by that is that with any of these credit cards that we've just talked about, whenever you use your card, you'll directly earn velocity points. But there's actually other cards in Australia where you still earn reward points, but then you can transfer them to a range of different partner airlines, with Velocity being one of them. These are what I call flexible reward programs because you're not tied to one frequent flyer program. Now, we won't go into every single one of them, but two notable ones are the Citi Rewards card and the ANZ Rewards Black card. With the Citi Rewards card, this is the only flexible reward card that directly has a sign-up bonus linked to velocity points. You'll be able to earn 80,000 bonus velocity points after spending $5,000 in the first 3 months. And you can also take advantage of a 0% interest rate balance transfer for up to 6 months with no balance transfer fee. The annual fee for this credit card is $199, and you'll be able to earn 1 Citi reward point, which is the equivalent of 0.5 velocity points per dollar spent. You'll also have 55 days worth of interest-free days and also receive complimentary travel insurance as well. The ANZ Black card has a sign-up bonus of 180,000 reward points, which is the equivalent of 90,000 velocity points. In addition, you also receive $150 cash back once you meet the spend requirements, which goes a long way towards offsetting the relatively high annual fee of $375. On an ongoing basis, you'll earn 2 reward points, which is the equivalent of 1 velocity point, and you also have up to 55 days worth of interest-free days. In terms of additional features, you do have access to a 24/7 personal concierge service, which does come in handy if you're traveling overseas and need them to help you make a reservation. Overall, both of these cards are super solid options, so I'm gonna place both of them firmly in the second tier. So this is what the tier list looks like now that we've reached the end of the video. Let me know your thoughts on where I've placed these cards. Do you agree with their placement or disagree with their placement? Personally, I've just signed up to the Velocity Flyer card as it's going to be my next credit card that I'm looking to churn. If you guys have found anything in today's video useful or informative, make sure to hit that like button down below because it really does help out the channel. And if you want more credit card content, make sure to subscribe for future videos. And if you want to learn how to maximize your velocity points, make sure you check out this video right here.